Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathologic 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as I take a wrong turn. I need to go out. The time is ticking. The plague is everywhere. And there's things on the floor. Also, I might be under attack at this very moment. Oh yeah, there's things all over. What's going on here?
That was the carrier. Sure was.
What makes you think so?
Them savages are all root of all evil. Who else could bring the pest with them? Plain as day it is.
You imbeciles, he had nothing to do with it.
Good riddance for the plague bearer. He did it. He brought the pest. There's no one else that could. Should burn their step den down too. Gather the good people at night. Light us some torches and burn it to hell and back.
What?
For real. Shouldn't have let them in here in the first place. That was your doing. We know everything. You deserve no better, worm lover.
Calm down and get lost or else. This is not the way forward. There's little rats, adorable, cutesy little rats all over the place. There's that plague, whatever they've called. Oh, I also see you. Or was that the twist in the thing? Okay, so we got some water, which is good. Let's go to the oh, this one has plague as well. My immunity is in a bit of a predicament at the moment. Let's boost our immunity. Did I get touched by something? Or did I just not pay attention to that? I didn't even need to boost the immunity. Oh well, too late now. There's a fireplace over there. Was there always a fireplace over there? I find it strange. It doesn't look very... What the heck? My hunger is a bit of a problem. I have some things that I can eat, but not that many. Okay, so Victoria's Tomb, let's go there. Don't get stuck on things. Our immunity goes up. Shouldn't have jumped. There's nobody over here. At least I don't think there is. It wouldn't make sense for there to be. So we're going back. We have to cross the river. I mean, as far as I can tell, we have to cross the river. I was under the impression that we couldn't cross the river, that basically it was locked. Of all the missions that we have, they're still not untouched, but rather, yeah, our immunity is going down fast. Okay. One of them is to figure out... we're definitely gonna need this. One of them is to figure out who is trying to sabotage our efforts. Hi. You freak. Hi. When a person lives in one place for a long time, they imbue it with their soul. Even after they die, the particles remain, filling the place. It's good you locked the houses down, the houses of the deceased, and forbade everyone from moving in there. Who told you that? I'm very much in favor of resettlement. The tenant of the Stillwater died some time ago, and was never infected, yet her mansion remains untouched. Thank you. When I walk by, I sometimes hear her voice. That means that everything is all right. I've never been there, but I'm thinking that maybe I should. Get water and drink. Okay, let's get out of here. So, oh no. Eva died.
The building is off limits, Doctor. I was ordered to not let anyone in.
What was the precise wording of the order?
No one is allowed inside. If someone somehow sneaks in, they are to stay in. If anyone doesn't comply, we are allowed to open fire.
Whose brilliant idea was that?
The order follows your own instructions, sir. That's what Captain Longin said.
Doctor's orders, no exceptions. Full isolation. Some hothead sneaked in through the back door this morning and won't ever return. Whatever he may have stolen, he took to the grave. There's a back door, huh? I'm in the captain's bad looks already, Doctor. One more slip up and he'll do me in. Won't even waste time on a court-martial. The orders are strict and precise. If you want to try climbing up the window, go ahead. I'll look the other way. But don't ask me to break the chain of command directly. I won't. Sure. I don't want you to get in trouble. I'll try the other door. Oh, we got things to do already. And also plague for days. Oh, son of a... I need to go that way. Plague for days, so I want to stick around, or not stick around, I should say. And inspecting the site, Doctor. There's no one here. One civilian got in, and he stayed. He shouted and shouted and shouted, and he didn't. Where's everyone? No one's reporting that to us. Some people say they have been sent back across the river. That they were others? Others, yeah. Because some, people is plural, and here some would be, you know, people, or persons, some persons. Others, that they were just relocated to other houses. Why were they evicted in the first place? Must be something scary inside. Perhaps the tenants found it? Don't know. Hence me asking, are you here to inspect the place? Yep, indeed. I'm afraid I found the thing I was looking for. I also don't have a save, so... Oh, friend. You need to look it in the eye, face to face. How did you get in here, Strategian? How did you get in here? Are you the looter? No, I'm an actor. We're having a rehearsal here. A perfect place for a rehearsal. What happened here? Listen, if you can hear it, that means it's close. That means you must muster your courage up and look it in the eye. Then it will freeze for a while, and you'll get a chance to move forward. Does this house have a second exit? You need to find yourself, and then it'll leave you be. Find myself? What am I, 13? You don't understand. I was speaking literally. No metaphors. Face death. Don't turn your back to it. Find yourself. Waste no time. It's not a metaphor. It is the it is... I mean, it's figurative. Sure. He's speaking literally. Alright, I'll take a look around. Oh. So that's how you get rid of the plague. I wonder if it works like that in the other area that is like that in the original game. I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way. They're alive. They're not. Key. It's cold. It's not cold. I mean, it is cold. It's just at room temperature. Because things can be at room temperature and cold, because... I see you. Huh. A lot of those... Lots of those rags. I think I'm okay. I don't need to get these things. I really don't know what the key is for, though. Wouldn't even be able to make a guess. Should maybe have started collecting... It's to my right. You can hear it. What is this key? It's gold. Touch. It reflects light at odd angles, making its true size difficult to discern. I don't know where it is. Thought maybe it was upstairs. That was the key. In a pocket watch. Huh. Did the house lose its plague somehow? I think he might have. Anyway, let's get out of here. Through the front door. Okay, that's actually kind of good. And then we need to go this way. Immunity going up. Have you seen them? Rats everywhere. Thousands of rats. What does that mean? It can't be here already, can it? Calm down. It doesn't mean anything. It's just nice rats. You should be afraid of the big, awful, crow-looking things instead. The fires turned out to be handy, Dr. Sir. Your expectations came true. Truly, you have a brilliant mind. I've been asked to remind you of the appointment you have for today's evening. By God's mercy, perhaps it'll also go smoothly. Who are you? I'm just standing my watch. Come, little birds, and gather around the marble nest. I've always hated marble. I'm not sure why, but I did. It's a terrible stone. Plague, okay. Immunity, it's a problem. That is a different district. Hi. Oh, and more thing, sir. The anti-epidemic committee at the Crucible keeps on working, as far as I know. But we're receiving weird contradictory orders from them. Should we still follow them? What kind of orders? To breed cats, to take beds and bunks outside, to put small bells atop graves, to bury the dead in the most notable and visible places. Not an hour goes by without them issuing a new guideline. If they gone insane, I'll check it out. Yeah. Oh, so that's how you get those missions. Please don't get a plague. Please don't get a plague. This doesn't have a plague. Okay. A plague? I'm very good at the English. We got Trojans over here. But they're doing their thing. And I need... Is it inside? It doesn't look like it's inside. Nope. What the heck? We would kindly suggest that any unauthorized attendants move along. Please, sorry, but our workload is tremendous. Who are you? We're here to replace the deceased. Keep tabs on the deceased. Find accommodations for the deceased. Take complaints from the deceased. If you would like to file a complaint, please wait in line for your turn. Like hell I'll wait in line. Every order and instruction of yours has been carried out with precision. We accept no complaints in regards to ourselves or our predecessors. Not from you. If you feel dissatisfied with anything, you have no one to blame but yourself. Indeed. Except not. Well, I guess we... I don't know if they'll... I say except not because I don't know if they are indeed... you know, taking care of my orders. Because we joined the action in... what's the word? There's a word for, like, in movies, when the movies start after the big things happen already. In medio rendis? In something. This house is guarded. Oh, really? Hello, Mr. Guarded House. Mister? Sure. Which house is it? This one. This one is not guarded. Wait, is it... Does it say the opposite? No, it says it's guarded. I don't think I can open it. Nope. There's a person going around, but there might be somebody in the back that I can talk to. Except there isn't. Okay. It's fine by me. Let's go to Eva's place. We're right by here. Yep, you can hear her all right. The still water, uninhabited due to its owner's suicide. Does the house mourn her passing? There are soldiers guarding the drugstore. The one by the bridge, I mean. Won't let anyone in. It means they'll open it soon, right? Well, they'll open it when I tell them to, not a minute earlier. Not a minute later. That's what you think. You probably even believe the soldiers will follow your orders. They still follow your orders. Like they'd give you a single pill. Go check for yourself if you don't believe me. Well, I'd like to watch them try and stop me. It's not they who protect my life now. It's the other way around. I'm sure they can appreciate that. Okay, the house does that, but... What? Oh? Oh, yeah. We came here once. Hi. Whatever they say, don't believe them. Whatever it feels like, don't worry. You're alive. So are you. Oh, it's doing the reverse sound thing that reminds me of... Oh, that's a... The drugstore is a different house. That reminds me of... What does that remind me of? I was gonna say Thief 2. I think Thief 2 has some enemies that do that, and it's super weird. Oh, did we lose the game again?
Night has come.
Night has indeed come. What the heck? Let me see if I can cross the bridge. I can't. I figured I couldn't. It's time for me to return home. I should contemplate today's events. I think you can just keep doing the different things that you're asked to do. There's a lot of things that the game evidently asks you to do. I like that we're so fast. We run for so much longer than the butcher did. I think it's starting already. Shall we go? Who is being laid to rest? The doctor from the capital. He was a brilliant man. I am the doctor from the capital. And as you can plainly see, I'm quite alive. He passed away in his own bed. So now we are going to his place to pay our final respects. What is the game pulling? I mean, we were told this before. Everybody's very sick or looks very sick. What in the world? That's diegetic music. Oh, it's in world. Did you come to pay respects? To whom? You aren't a local, are you? Nope, I'm not. Daniel Dankovsky, a doctor from the capital, passed away in this house an hour ago. Would you like to come in to pay respects? Please, rituals are very important to the local crowd. Huh, the local crowd needs to check their facts better. I'm Daniel Dankovsky. Always save the game. Where's my bedroom? Oh, it's my friend, the bull. Hello, Mr. Bull. Oh, it's also my friend, Aspedy.
Roots and blood. That is what fills our veins. Roots and blood.
Most importantly, don't be scared. Go in without fear. Concentrate on yourself. Am I dying? You need to push your limits. You are shackled now. Caged. Defy the laws of this cage. Easier said than done. So, Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica, a lab where you've been fruitlessly trying to solve the problem of human mortality for too many years. The tragic Sand Plague fighter. Are you ready to die? And this loops back to what we first off saw, but also were told about. Bachelor Dankovsky is ready to die. Oh, you're a clever one. You definitely seem to have understood something. Why... was this why you sent me away to explore the town? I sent you nowhere. I came here to claim you, but I don't want to do it unless you accept me. You hate death so much that you can prolong the agony for many days, surviving purely on your own hatred. Are you tired of this yourself? Well, if we're having this very personal conversation at all, please be so kind as to tell me how many days exactly are we talking here? Enough. You've had enough time to put yourself and your actions in perspective. Your thoughts keep coming back to you. To your very last day, time and again, as if you were trying to fix something. But in reality, you are lying here, delirious, clinging to the naive hope that this terrible house is a product of your imagination, a prophetic nightmare. So the kids were right. Yes, the kids grew very fond of you. They keep vigil over your body, even fighting over the privilege of fetching water for you. The girl is the only one smart enough to realize that it's time your torture ended. That adults always underestimate children, think they are more intelligent, and you are no exception. Keep vigil over my body, what do you mean? You once again refused to die and plunged into a new loop of your deathbed derangement. Everything but this house is a product of your imagination, but now you are finally coming to. There's only one step left to make to leave the illusion behind and embrace reality. I'm afraid I'll have to be insistent, so I repeat, are you ready to die? Give me a moment. I need to collect my thoughts. Do that. Thinking is never inappropriate. Asperi, the stepwoman, claims that as long as we understand where death leads to, we keep on living. Sahbatun is so cute. So used to nurturing little children and cubs, she begged me to take it easy on you. Said you're like a baby who lacks the right words. Can you feel it, at least? Do you know in what direction you want to live? Yes, I have an idea what's beyond this place. It's undoubtedly more intriguing. I want to break out. You choose freedom. Congratulations. Give me your hand. Now the interesting part begins. It turned out to be true. The transition is real and the timeline continues. So does the identity I call myself. More emotion, less words. They're all obsolete. It's all different now. And I think that's the probably the equivalent of the start of the Butcher's campaign, or rather the main game's campaign, because in the main game we also are in a sort of a hazy, weird future time that is weird and future. And I think the Marble Nest is basically the beginning of the Bachelor campaign, which is what the developers want to make. I'm not really sure how they plan on making anything after that, because they're having a lot of trouble funding the development of the second campaign. So as of right now, as far as I can tell, there are no news regarding that, and there's no current plan for the Marble Nest to become a full-on campaign. So if you're interested in that, I highly suggest you get the game. I got links for you in the description, as always, and help the developers get the money. I'm not really sure if it's just a matter of them finding funding from a publisher and stuff like that, in which case usually sales numbers is what tends, not the only thing, but something very important to sway the perception of the publishers to fund or to not fund. They have an even more zany writing style in the second game than they do in the first game. But it's I think the second game is better written than the first one. The first one was already very well written. There were some snags here and there with the translation. This one has some as well, but they're actually in this game the translation, I would say it's better, even though there are some things that are recurrently weird to me. But it's a simple case of just going through and editing a little bit. It's not like in the first game where some aspects of it, I never played the original game. I did play the remastered edition HD or something, and I did it on camera, of course. I have a let's play of that. So yeah, the translation did have some issues in that first game. It made the game a little bit less understandable, and it's already a very, very inscrutable experience. So it's always gonna be the kind of game that on a second playthrough becomes more understandable. But for me, that's gonna be that, and that's gonna be my goodbye for on-camera time for Pathologic 2. I will probably play it myself off camera again. I'm not necessarily very fond of the survival mechanics for a second playthrough, but I'm very much looking forward to knowing how to survive and then taking advantage of that. So I think this game is probably a much better experience on the second playthrough than the first game was. So anyway, that's going to be that for right now. As I said, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being with me up until the end, or if not, up until the end of the episode anyway. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.